Item: SCP-792. Object Class: Euclid. Special Containment Procedures. SCP-792 is surrounded by an electric fence topped with razor wire, measuring 4 meters high. The only entrance to SCP-792 is a gate on the south side, which is to be guarded by 3 armed security personnel at all times. Additional security personnel are posted every 1.5 kilometers around the perimeter. SCP-792 must be inspected weekly for new instances of SCP-792-1, except between the 2nd of September and the 31st of October. No other personnel are to be admitted to the area. Description: SCP-792 is a wooded area measuring 4 square kilometers near the town of. SCP-792 contains, at any given time, between 37 and 4,500 human corpses, hereby designated SCP-792-1. Instances of SCP-792-1 vary greatly in race, age, etc., with slight trends existing towards Caucasian and Hispanic descent and height and age. All specimens are nude. Instances emerge from the ground at apparently random intervals at a rate of roughly 10 per day in a process that takes between 9 and 14 days. SCP-792-1 specimens will emerge headfirst in a prone position. After emergence, decomposition will proceed as expected in SCP-792's environment. Fully emerged instances of SCP-792-1 show no unusual properties. If removed from the ground prior to complete formation, the portions of SCP-792-1 that were underground will be composed of a large mass of root-like structures. Analysis of these structures has shown them to be identical in composition to human muscle tissue. Once a year, between the dates of the 2nd of September and the 31st of October, 90 to 130 humanoid figures, hereby referred to as SCP-792-2, will appear in and climb out of a pond in the center of the area. Instances of SCP-792-2 are clothed in white Level A hazmat suits with tinted visors which prevent the face from being visible. Instances are sapient and capable of communication in English. After exiting the pond, SCP-792-2 will retrieve fully formed instances of SCP-792-1 and place them in the pond, where they will disappear. This process takes 2 days to complete. An average of 13% of fully grown instances of SCP-792-1 are not taken through the pond. Instead, instances of SCP-792-2 will construct a large bonfire in the center of SCP-792 and burn them. The purpose of this is currently unknown. If questioned, instances of SCP-792-2 are generally cooperative, but will refuse to leave the area and show anxiety to begin working again.